What's up, guys? Rich the Urban Hunter here. Bittersweet moment right now because it's really awesome. We're going to New Mexico for a potentially once-in-a-lifetime elk hunt, but that's gonna be one of the most exciting things and equally one of the most sad things ever. So we're gonna have to leave this cute family behind. This sweet little baby who's growing so fast. What do you think, Steele? You gonna be sad? All right. Well, it's gonna be heartbreaking. We're going down there for muzzle loader season. It's about a 21-hour drive. We're gonna try and go straight, and we're kind of roughing it out here. I'll show you camp when we get there. Got a time lapse going of the trip out there. Could be over in a couple days if we get on some elk at the beginning, but it could be a week-long trip. So hoping it's kind of shorter, but it's at the same time it's bittersweet because want to be back home with the fam, but also want to enjoy our time in one of the most beautiful places in America out there. So, well, bye, Q family. It's time to get on the road. On this hunt, me and my buddy Brandon are heading to New Mexico on our first western elk hunt. Alright guys, I want to show you around camp here. We've got our nice coolers here, my chair that keeps blowing over in a spacious 1-room 2-bed tent, complimentary with blue tarp and rug. I've got a couple decent sized cots here. Got a little heater, a little trash can. I've got storage under the cots. You can kind of see that. We've got a little power station set up here. Love this thing. You can plug a bunch of things into it, and it's like a 30,000 milliamp battery. Overall pretty cozy. It is toasty in here. It is like 35, oh no, it's probably about 40 to 45 in the mornings and about 80 degrees, 75, 80 degrees in the evenings, and well, no, not in the evenings, the peak afternoons. It's pretty darn toasty in here. I'm just trying to get everything situated, met everybody, having a good time, looking forward to it. Heard great things for everybody here who is all repeat customers. That's to me like the biggest thing. These guys are killers out here. They're not just guides. They're professional hunters here. So, Brandon, what are your thoughts so far? I like primitive, but I also like luxury. But in this case, I think I prefer primitive.
I prefer primitive over hard hunting than, you know, luxury over not hard hunting.
Yeah.
And I think the way that this is going, it all sounds like it's going to be a really, really good time.
Yeah.
Ever heard? Is that a different bull? That might have been. There'll be a couple. We'll pull up here. We'll get our gear. Yeah. Walk right out him in the dark. Perfect.
This is Tristan. His brother Curtis has Bugling Bull Outfitters in northern New Mexico. This is where we were at. They actually run guides all throughout New Mexico. In this hunt, the elk did it just like what they were supposed to. They bugled, we found them, we got good quality shots off, and it went exactly as to plan. At this point, we had been driving for about an hour and a half to get to our spot. We stopped a couple times and didn't get any response bugles on the first day. About the second or third spot we sat at, we heard two bulls not too far away, maybe 300 or 400 yards, and we decided to make a move against them.
There's a bull about 300 yards in front of us, and one about 500 yards to the right.
Hesitantly, I decided to hang back to not blow up their hunt. Last thing I wanted to happen was the elk see me or smell me and me ruin Brandon's opportunity at a great hunt. Reluctantly, I did hold back about 50 yards. I wish I got it on film. You might be able to hear it a little bit, but there was probably 7 or 8 elk mixed in the trees. There were probably 280 bulls fighting in front of us, and a 290 bull on the left that decided to get a little bit too close.
Looks like they're aiming at the right one, which I thought was farther away, but it must be closer.
The larger bull by himself on the left was about 120 yards, and Brandon decided that was close enough shot for him, and shot him with a perfect archery shot with a hole the size you could fit your fist through both of his lungs. And somehow this thing decided to live for another 2.5 to 3 hours afterward.
Take my time.
Did you hit him the second time, or did he tuck in?
I don't know. I didn't get a good view. I hit him the first time.
You certainly did, because he didn't run away. I think you hit him good.
He hit.
He would be sprinting away.
Right. This is my last shot, so.
Okay, I've got more in my pack.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Luckily, Brandon's first shot was perfect because he ended up taking 5 total shots, but his nerves got the best of him. The second and third shots skimmed his back, and to avoid bumping it, we saw where it laid down and decided to let it sit while going after an elk for me, because we heard another group a couple hundred yards away on the other side of the ridge. He looked nice.
Yeah. Well,
It's a good shot. It's about 100 plus yards, right?
He's wanting to talk real silent. Not real loud. We saw these two. Yeah. And the first one came out and he's like, that's the little one. Get the one behind it.
Oh, okay.
We're watching this one, all three together, and this one was coming up. He goes, shoot that one. I said, okay.
Did you shoot him in the chest?
No, he's broadside.
Oh, perfect.
Right, broadside.
Perfect.
He stood there broadside. They didn't even know we were here. Right.
There was one broadside right there. I was like, why are you not shooting it?
Oh, yeah, no. The one was 160 yards.
Okay.
When these two were fighting. These three bulls fighting.
Oh my gosh. That's so sick.
They were decent, but he was bigger. You want to go try to get another one, or you want to? I could tag this in, and we can kind of boogie up over there. I'm in. If they're here, go up on top of that hill, bugle, see where they're at.
Yeah, okay. As you saw stalking in here, I think if we would have covered more ground, I would have had a better shot. The bulls over there, the target one, which was probably a little bit bigger, Then the first bull that got shot here, we lasered that bull at about 220 yards, which is too far for an iron sight muzzleloader shot for me to be comfortable with taking. Could I hit something that large? Probably. Am I comfortable wounding a large animal like that? I am not comfortable doing that. I did wish we closed the gap a little quicker on this, and I would have maybe had a 150-yard shot or so. It would have been really cool to double up on bulls on the first, basically, hour of the hunt. At that point, we decided to just focus on Brandon's bull. We went back, and somehow the bull was standing up in the exact spot that he bedded down at when we left. And Brandon proceeded to take another shot or two at him.
Nice shot.
At this point, our guide Tristan started making fun of us Ohio boys, saying we didn't know how to shoot and couldn't get the job done in one shot. And I said, hey, listen, don't lump me into that. All I need is one shot, and you'll see that was foreshadowing.
I can't believe there's no blood on the ground.
Oh, but those were good shots.
Oh, I did. I got his leg is gone.
Yeah, oh, you shot one just through his leg.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Yeah, he wasn't getting up from that. Wonder which shot that was. You think?
Probably the first one.
I bet that was the first one.
He wouldn't do that enough. Okay. The way he did on the first shot. He's a good bull, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
First bull? Fucking first elk.
We've never even seen an elk
I've never
before.
even seen this. The first time I've even seen an elk.
Nice job.
I think he was rubbing right here, just right on that tree. Look. Did you guys mind want to try to pull on to him? Maybe we'll pull him like right here.
Right, so you want him...
No, I'm gonna pull him right here.
All right, pull him right there.
Like I said, I was telling you, dude, when you shoot with these muzzle loaders, they sometimes don't open up. They sometimes just go through.
Yeah.
And these are a much bigger animal than
I think he was... Here, let me lift his head up a little.
1, 2, 3. Let's do it. Yeah.
I can't stress this enough. These elk quarters are so thick. They retain heat like crazy, and it is extremely important to get your meat cool as soon as possible. We hung these in trees. We drove back with them being still cool out. We put dry ice on them, and they still retained some heat. It's amazing how much heat these things soak up. Okay guys, it has been a few hours here. We've got the elk all butchered up. Got the meat hanging, cooling down. It's a nice cool morning, perfect for this. We're living out our dreams here. This is super fun. Brandon, the Viking, I've challenged him to take a bite of this huge elk heart that's basically like a horse. Where are you biting at the bottom?
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
All right, Bailey, this is how you actually eat a heart. It's not a little dove heart like you eat.
Nice.
Dude.
It's warm. It's good though.
That is actually not bad at all.
All right, cool.
That is freaking delicious.
Tristan did a great job this morning, put us on a ton of elk. I almost had a shot at one too. It'd have been crazy to double up 2 bulls in one day, but we still got the evening hunt. We're gonna enjoy some of this fresh meat.
Literally, I got to hunt for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And we probably saw 3 or 4 walking in.
Right.
As soon as we came up, fortunately, Rich had to stay back because we didn't want to get busted, but
yeah.
We had 3 or 4 bulls right in front of us.
Yep.
They were fighting, they were bugling all around. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
And you probably shot like at shooting light.
I shot about 8 minutes after.
8 minutes after.
Because I was having a hard time seeing through my iron scope, or iron sights.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Tagged out 8 minutes into the season. We're gonna try to replicate that. They did it like clockwork this morning, as you saw. There was just a lot of bulls hanging around. They were pretty casually running around. They didn't really care about us as much as I thought. We were upwind, which was great, or downwind.
Yeah, downwind.
But we're gonna get this back in the quad, get back on the road, get back to camp, maybe eat some fresh elk tongue. Never had that, but everyone says it's good. We're gonna get all cleaned up and get this meat taken care of, so we'll see you.
Back out later tonight.
Yep, see you later. We left feeling very optimistic about how this evening hunt would go, because the elk didn't really seem to be that scared of us, even though we were shooting the gun, 5+ times near them. I think it's just the black powder and the large slug just doesn't create a ton of shockwave, which would scare them if you were using a traditional rifle. Hey guys, good morning. It is day 2. We are getting ready to head out, put a lot of miles on. The morning hunt was easy, as you saw. The evening hunt, we saw a lot of elk, but they didn't want to play ball. It was really thick cover, and they would usually see us or smell us before we would see them, and they would kind of just scurry off, which didn't work out that great for us. So we walked around several miles until shooting light, until the end of shooting light, and then we called it. Didn't hear a single bugle. Saw lots of elk, and they were out close too. There's so much sign here, and there's so many elk that are just, there's thick. It's just, there's scrapes, there's poop, there's pee, there's tree sap with hair on it. I mean, this place is just packed full of elk, which is really exciting. Keeping my hopes up. Hoping for a textbook hunt this morning again with lots of bugling, and hopefully we can get the job done and get back home to our families a little early. We'd both be really happy to have that happen. So we're gonna go back out with Tristan this morning, get a little bit of breakfast right now, and get back out in the field, and we'll pick up there. Crazy how different the mornings can be. Brandon's morning, there was elk bugling everywhere this morning and last night. They completely shut off. We ended up walking a really long distance, putting in a lot of miles. Walked around 10 miles this morning and 1,300 feet of elevation. It was very difficult hunting, and didn't even hear or see an elk for the remainder of that time. And at this point, we decided that spot was blown up. The elk had completely left the area. Seen it. We just saw a couple of them. Their flushes are really cool. Leave a like or a comment if you guys would like to see us do a Upper Peninsula grouse hunt sometime. That's on the bucket list for me. It's really quiet in here. We're trying to be stealthy, see if we can sneak up on them. Fast forward to the evening hunt here. We refueled up. We got a pep talk from Curtis, and just reminded us that elk hunting can flip like a switch and be really hot and really cold, and you just gotta keep your heart in it, stay optimistic, stay always ready, keep that gun always ready, and stay quiet, and you'll likely have another chance really soon. Get ready, go up there. Yes, he's down. He's down. Yes, he's down. Nice. Can't get far either. It was a great shot. Okay, perfect. Dude, he's down. He's just, that was cool. We gotta give him about a half hour probably. No, and he'll be dead in 10 minutes, I'd say. Alright. You hit him directly right where you're. Good job. I knew you had it in you. I told you guys I only needed one. Who would have thought you went first and killed the biggest one? Okay guys, that hunt was pretty fast. I was trying not to freak out too much. It's a small bull, but I always say, Brandon says this too, don't pass on something that you wouldn't have on the last day. And I would not pass on that on the last day. It's a small bull, but it's gonna be a lot of good meat for us. And it's a good first bull, I'll take it. What was that, about 50 yards or so? Probably. Had him about 50. He probably would have got closer, but he gave me a good broadside shot. So I took it right in the bone. In archery, where you can't get through a bull, most people aim right here.
60 yards.
Okay. But when you have a gun, you shoot right into the shoulder, because if you hit that bone, it creates shrapnel.
Oh, there he goes, there he goes.
He probably just died.
All right, well, we waited a whole whopping 3.5 minutes, and now we're walking up. I think he did its last flop.
Honestly, a little better than I thought.
4x4?
4x4, yeah. Not the biggest bull, but he's your bull. You know?
All right, guys, got him all propped up here. Like we said, not the biggest bull, but I chose to take him, and he's going to, you know, we respect these animals. He got to live 2-ish years of, you know, free life, and now we're gonna enjoy him at our table with friends and not forget this moment ever. So we're gonna get to work cleaning this guy before it gets dark out. It's always kind of polarizing taking such a large animal, but as long as you're using all the meat and being thankful for it, that's how I get by doing it. So, all right, guys, we're gonna get to work here. Muzzle loader, 100 grains, or yeah, 100 grains. I think it was a 250 grain bullet, 100 grains of black powder. It didn't go through him, so this bull absorbed all the energy that that bullet had. Well, we're gonna find out where this thing's at, because this slug is still in him. How much of the slug do you think that is? Like half?
No, not even.
A third? Okay, guys, all men think they're savages on the inside, right? Okay. I conquered the elk. The only way to fully conquer it, got to eat the heart.
There you go.
Okay, firm. Strange that it's warm. Interesting. I've only done this with birds so far. The birds usually kind of taste like chicken. This thing chewed like a filet mignon, as strange as that sounds.
What it's gonna taste like when it's cooked.
It wasn't chewy, just the outside skin was. Anyway, it's starting to get dark. Let's get this thing out of here. That's going to end our story here in New Mexico. We plan on doing this year after year, and we will certainly be back. We had a great time. Hopefully gonna kill an even bigger one next time and make even more memories with friends, because that's what it's all about. Enjoying our time in the great outdoors.